La 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 lattes were a la 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 lattes were a. Hey y'all, make sure y'all hit that like button for your girl Tay. Let them know that I'm here, baby. I see y'all already in the chat. Hi, Shaquitty. How you doing, baby? Hey, Terry. I see you down there. Disclaimer is definitely on the screen. Make sure y'all hit that like, that share. Let them know that Tay Tay is here, okay? I've been sick for a couple of days, but I'm definitely starting to feel better. Definitely starting to feel better. Sure is. But anyway, y'all already know how this go. I was just making sure everything was set up the way it was supposed to be set up when it's set up. But anyway, okay, if nobody told y'all that they love y'all today, you know Tay Tay definitely do. And if you woke up this morning, let everything else be an extra to you. Okay, you know I love to do the mental check-in to see where my community is at. So let's say know if you are a 1, a 2, or a 3. A 1 mean you good, a 2 mean in between, a 3 mean that you possibly could use a prayer, baby. And hopefully by the time this live is over from Tay Tay Energy, you'll be at a 1 with me. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And definitely don't forget to tip your host. Please don't leave Tay Tay tip jaw dry. Tip jaw dry. But anyway, yeah, we outside. Happy hump day, everybody. Okay, it is the day before Thanksgiving, and I am thankful for each and every one of you. If I don't tell y'all enough, I definitely appreciate you guys. Hey, Jackie, how is everybody doing? Let me see down here in this chat. Let me get down here. Hey, Beverly. Hey, Lynette. Hey, what is it? Varieties? I hope I said it right. I hope I said it right. La 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 lattes were a. Hey, you already know it. Make sure y'all do that special 3 for me. That like, comment, and definitely subscribe if you are not subscribed to me. And if you ain't been here in a while, or if you are new, then welcome, welcome, welcome to you. And I definitely love the people in the bushes too. Everybody is not an op. Everybody just don't like to be on the outside. So if you're on the inside instead of the outside, I definitely appreciate you being on this live. Just make sure you hit the like button one time for the one time. For the one time. Let me see. Because we're going to have an adult conversation today. Okay? Hey, Queen Love Mel. Hey, Sunshine. Hey, Legged. I hope I'm saying it right. Y'all know I be seeing with my ears and hearing with my eyes. So sometimes these comments be small, y'all. But I got y'all on the TV. So let me see. Jackie said, I love you more. Happy holidays. Happy holidays to y'all too. I am very thankful for you. But yes, I need to get into a conversation because I think people get things misconstrued, okay? And everybody don't do the same things for the same reasons that have the same outcomes, right? And since we've been a part of this situation, we've seen all 3, right? Bad decisions, right? Failed businesses, and how can I say dysfunction, right? To say the least. And we just watched things crumble as they took place. And all we did was display the things that we seen. Now, for me, everybody that talks about Briana is not hating on Briana. Some people actually be trying to give great advice. And a lot of times in life, people won't take the advice because they're worried about the messenger instead of the message, right? And when you're more worried about the messenger instead of the message, you might miss a message that may be actually useful to you. Because since we've been on this ride for the last 3 years, right? We've seen, how can I say, a host of things that had nothing to do with positivity, but all negativity. You understand? Now, I'm going to be honest. Babies is a blessing. They cannot control the situations in which they are put in. But it is sad to see that in order for a person to do what it is that they're supposed to do, It has to be through the court, baby. It's not like it's a co-parenting type thing to where, okay, if me and this person get into a disagreement, I don't know where the situation might stand, right? Now, when I say can't keep a man, right, it's not to be on some shady shit. It's supposed to be on some real shit that a person takes it in, because it's not a shot. Sometimes you have to actually sit down with yourself and heal for yourself. Always being in a relationship with a man other than the man upstairs is not a good relationship to be in when you have not been through a healing process. Every relationship that we have witnessed this girl been in, it has been back to back, my friend. The timeline don't miss. The timeline don't miss. Hey, everybody coming in, please hit that like button for your girl Tay. Rich Rising and happy, wonderful Wednesday. Same thing to you, Queen Lily. Hey, Michelle. I hope I said everybody name right, because I hate messing up people's names. Please let me tell you that, because people say my name every way other than what is supposed to be said. I be latte, it's latte. All right? It's not latte, it's latte. And then when it comes down to my government name, instead of it being Judea, I'm either Judea or Judea. No, it's Judea. That is what my name is. So when somebody mess up my name, it's just a habit for me to correct it. So that automatically puts in me to not liking messing up other people's names, baby. I don't. Oh, hey, baby. My baby in the chat. How you doing? Hi, TJ. If you can hear your grandma, baby, you know I love you. I love you. I love me some you. Yes, I do. Hey, Anissa. But yes, the timeline don't miss, right? And for me, at some point in time, I'm going to be honest. I have a 30-year-old daughter. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if I'm going to give somebody advice, even though we may laugh and joke and that is all one thing, but the facts be definitely facted. I will want somebody to give my daughter that's with advice that's within good standards. Do you understand? And with me having a 30-year-old daughter and me being 30 years old at one point in time, I know that you have to come into a point in your life where you have to learn to make better decisions from past decisions that you have made, right? And on this timeline, we have not seen better decisions made from the previous decisions that we have seen. Okay, from a teenage girl, right? You've been living with a man, right? The factors of your first baby father, if that's what you want to call him, sperm donor, whatever, bodyguard. We don't know at this point what part that he plays, other than the part of playing daddy, right? Because he went missing for 6 years. So him coming back and negotiating that title with anybody outside, I guess, of you is not going to work. It's not. Hey, Eminem, it's not going to work, right? But when it comes down to the factors of mothering and parenting, bad habits are picked up, right? Bad habits start from somewhere. And from a young girl, this girl did not have the guidance that was supposed to be there. And I can't ultimately always say, oh, the type of parents you have will be the type of parents that you will be, because some people choose to be the complete opposite, baby. All right. But from the time of her being young, outside of the factors of her having kids of her own, she's always been very defiant. Right? So when it comes down to the factors of respect and parenting, it's always been a lack of that, or therefore within this situation. So when it comes down to her children, it's hard for her to be something that she did not receive. This is the same young lady that came on the internet and said that she was not at her own mother's funeral because of a dude, right? Now let's get into the factors of the dudes, right? Most times, if a young lady is a daddy's girl, right, they kind of try to lean towards men that remind them of him. And we all can see that Walter is not shit, baby. So far as him being an example, he has never been a good one. He's been a band-aid to her bullshit thus far, right? So now it's bad when people say that you hating on a person when you actually feel sorry for a person. Because when it comes down to the omega 3, you've done real bad with all three. And I say that's bad decisions, broken homes, okay, and bad outcomes. That's all we have seen. And when another person is creating a name for you, it's a different thing, right? Like how people came out here and tried to create a name for LaTruth. Hey to everybody that's coming in the chat. If I can't speak to you individually, please charge it to the factors of me trying to stick to my commentary and not to the heart, because I got adult ADHD and I don't want to forget, right? Basically, because I will. So hey to everybody coming in. Hey Snooky, right? See what I'm saying? My ass don't forgot. Well, anyway, going back into what it was that I was trying to say. When it comes down to the factors of a person displaying good things, that's not what it is that they've done. So when people try to create a name for LaTruth, there we go. It was basically like a shock. It's something that will hurt a person's character because it's not something that they are known for. How could a person that push positivity, real father gang, and all these different things now have this person coming out telling the complete opposite of what it is that we know, right? But that was people creating or person creating names for him. That wasn't the name that he created for himself. Now, outside of the factors of no longer being, excuse me, y'all, I told you I've been sick, so I'm trying not to cough. Right. Outside of the factors of you no longer being in that situation, you are divorced from your husband now. You are no longer Miss LaTruth. That's the name that he created for you. And it was a valuable name for you, to say the least. But once you was released from that relationship and made to make a name for yourself, and you chose just Briana, we got to see just what Briana was about, baby. And it's been a full-on battle. I don't know if what they say is true, but you would be the honest proof. Because when they say that God foresee things before they actually happen, he knew that battle was a name that would be suitable for you, because all we've seen you do is battle, boo. And for me, as a woman, I'm just going to be honest. Mental wealth and mental health is a damn thing, a real thing. Do you hear me? And mental healthiness is mental wealthiness, okay? And in this situation, it's been so much mental weight. I don't understand or where a person would be able to heal in the process of any of it. At this point in time, this girl has 3 girls and 3 boys, right? This woman, a 33-year-old woman, right? With a half a dozen kids and nothing on her back but failed relationships. When you're supposed to be an example of what it is that you produce, the only thing that they is seeing is failure from you. Because if it has nothing to do with a man, then it has nothing to do with them. And I say that to say this: when it comes down to the factors of being in a relationship, just because a baby is created, that does not mean it came from a good thing. And if your kids was to look back at your track record and the things that you said about the people that you chose to have kids with, it would let them know that they were born out of dysfunction. We can say that as adults when you make the decision to sleep, how can I say, unprotected, then a child is wanted, or it's known that, okay, but everybody that has a baby don't mean that they are responsible enough for one, especially when they're not able to make good decisions. And if people could tell me one good decision that this person has made outside of the factors of the relationship that they was in with Robert, then me personally, I would have nothing else to say. But Robert didn't have to come out and say anything about this person because actions speak louder than words. And the actions was definitely heard. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Sure was, and still is. And for a person to create a narrative as if they are a victim, it's just some sick shit. Because for you to come out within a year of you and this man being in a relationship, and I'm not even talking about your ex-husband, I'm talking about your new ship, whatever you choose to call it, right? Within a year, you came out to the internet to people to call yourself letting us know who he really was and who he really is. But you still chose to stay in a relationship with him to despite all of it. So who did you pick? Him or your kids? Because if he was not treating you good and it was not good, what was the reason that you stood within this relationship? And you can't be mad at him if a person beats you to the punch because your actions have actually showed them or how to deal with you. We teach people how to deal with us. So from what he's seen and what he got, it showed him exactly what he needed to do in order to deal with you. So him going to pursue court papers, he just knew that it was going to have to be something that did not allow you to recycle the same actions that we've always seen. And that's dysfunction from Bree. I mean, I'm saying, at the end of the day, we done displayed these court documents. It's not the first court documents we displayed, and it possibly won't be the last. But I don't know. You come out here Bible pushing. I don't think you really be listening. I think you take in the words just to splurge them onto your supporters to make them feel that you have it all together when mentally and physically you've fallen all the fuck apart. And it's sad because when you are a parent to kids and you only worried about your happiness, it makes the situation even sadder to see because kids are not objects. They're actual living things, okay? And from your decisions, your kids can grow to things that you would never want them to have to endure or place on their soul, which is resentment or regrets. You don't want them to have to regret the situation that they grew up in because it was so confusing. And their mother chose to pick men over her responsibilities. Because if you pick your responsibilities over men, then after you getting out of your divorce, you would have picked your children. Because if you say you've been through what it is that you've been through, you would have knew within you needed to heal. And if you saying that your situation, your story, or whatever it is real, you damn sure not gonna hop out of one situation into another where you endure so much more. How are you going to tell your daughters a man is supposed to love you, or how a man is supposed to love you? How are you going to tell your sons how they supposed to treat a woman when you're not being an example of what either situation should be, how to treat or how to be treated? Money don't buy love. It buys confusion, because then you have people around you only for the factors of the benefit. That does not make them beneficial. That does not make them beneficial. So when you come out and you don't pump people up to believe that you are this said person that you say that you is, you gave yourself the title. We never did. I'm just being realistic. So when you come up and you say that you are Big Bree, big is a word that basically describes something that's not small. Okay? When you say big, people are expecting to see something big. But we seen you play yourself small within this situation and within business and within parenting. All the situations that you are supposed to carry the ball, you dropped it. You dropped it. And you can't blame nobody but you. And I'm going to be honest, when it came down, everybody didn't come into the situation for the same thing. Okay, being a content creator is being just that. You want to find out the facts. You want to actually put your opinion and your commentary to a situation where you can be truthful. Yeah, I come up here and I crack jokes and Tay is funny. That's all within my personality. But the facts be the facts. And when we came out on the defense on the lie, okay, because it was a lie. And I'm not going to sit in a room and know somebody truth, right? And I know something is, I know the truth about something, and I keep my mouth shut and just watch somebody be destroyed. That don't make me feel good as a person. So if I know something that I can say is valuable to this person's situation, that's the part that I'm going to play. It has nothing to do with me liking Briana in any type of way. I don't know her to like her, but her ways, I don't. Okay, and her dysfunction between her and her kids has been provoked by nobody other than herself. So some of the content creators that came out here and seen what the situation was, me, you understand, Lupac, Harmony, because I'm gonna be honest, on Lupac's live, she don't even allow people to talk about children or crack jokes about a person looked. So you know it's strictly about the content and the facts that a person is putting out about themselves. Harmony has not come out here and displayed anything other than the factors of what a person has put out here on the internet to entertain. I guess they called it entertainment, but it was a reflection of self. And when people show other people themselves, they really don't like that too much. And then you have Tay. I'm very colorful. I'm very funny, but the shit that I say, it be real deal Holyfield. So you have to accept it for what it is. It's not an attack. I don't get no cool points for that. Why would I attack somebody that I don't even know? But if I'm on the outside looking in and I could be on some, hey, this don't look too good. Hey, that don't seem too right. That's the part that I am playing within the situation. And when somebody tells a lie, a lot of lies, and all the truth is out here to be displayed, because it's like a person forget what it is that they say, then you are your own enemy. You fighting the wrong people. Okay, when the fight is really with self. It hasn't been one person. It hasn't been two people. It's been a multitude of people that's got the same outcome when it comes down to dealing with Briana. And I'm talking about men. I'm talking about friends. I'm talking about in business. You cannot conduct yourself a certain type of way. And when you get a response, then you make it seem like everybody else is guilty, and the information that we have, we just pulled out the air. Okay? Public record is a thing. It is. I hope y'all hitting that like button for your girl Tay. I hope y'all is. Because before we get to the funny, we got to get to the facts, right? And the facts, they kind of end up being funny because when people have the right of way to be able to say, I told you so, it doesn't go over well with another person. And when we know this person don't like to deal with rejection, which no one does, embarrassment, which no one does, replacement, which no one does, it 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 it, it it kind of turns out to us get to see a grown person having a childish tantrum. That's what we've got to see. Briana have tantrums on the internet, baby. Hey, God's child D. How's my nieces and nephew, baby? Hey, Sierra. Hey, Keisha. Hey, all five of me. Listen, drop those unicorns in the chat if Tay is coming through loud and clear. And y'all understand what it is that I'm saying here. Because me personally, attacking a person is not the get back. A person's truth is their own get back, because I don't have to put anything out on you for people to know who it is that you are. You display it on your own. But it's sad. These kids ain't even a year old yet, and they already had to go through the court system because a person knows that the person that they are dealing with is unstable. Unstable, meaning that you might get a person on Monday, but that might not be the same person that you get on Wednesday. So they had to put something in the situation that brings some type of stability. And that's sad, because when a person is in a relationship with you and they can't trust you, then that's when things become dysfunctional. And that's what I'm saying about the relationship that you are in. You said that this man was immature. I guess he proved you wrong, because he handled his business like a man when it came down to his children, right? The things that'll make a person grow up in your kids is the one thing that should, right? You said that this man was disrespectful, right? You said that this man violated you. He basically got amusement out of the factors of your embarrassment, meaning, like, how people say fucked up shit in a joking way. That is what it is that you say that Jonell displayed. You said that he did not accept your unborn baby. That was the child that wasn't even here yet. Aside from the fact is that he wasn't willing to accept the kids that you already had here. Okay? When a man can say, listen, if your kids got fathers, there's no need for me to play that part. And they're not saying it in a non-condescending way, that's a red flag, baby, because that's going to bring family separation. And then you decide to have children with him and have family inside of a family, which is something that is never supposed to be. When you with him, it's about your children that you had with him. When in any situation you get in as a woman, all your kids is supposed to be relevant. Yeah, I can still have my own father, and that child can still have their own father. But if there's a man that's involved with my mother, that is still their responsibility to cover everything that comes along with that woman. And people think that it's about monetary. Everything is not about materialistic things. It's about what you pour into people that is within the situation. And if he's already pouring in separation into your kid's situation, how is the outcome going to be? That's what it is for me. Hey, family in Godchild's D house. How y'all doing over there? Blessings and more blessings, okay? Hugs and kisses from the unicorn. definitely, indefinitely. No, but for real. Look at the habits that you are already pouring into your children. You letting them know that, okay, a man can be disrespectful. He could not accept the things that come with you, whatever it is or whatever it may be, but it is still okay to accept him within the situation, baby. It's supposed to be that a man is the provider and the protector. And everybody take provider as money, right? A man don't only provide money to a situation, he also provides stability. He gives something to the kids that mommy cannot. Each parent plays a different part. So just because there is a high rate of single mothers out here, that doesn't mean that how can I say, the things that the father provide is only financial. What type of shit is that? So the only way that a man is a provider in a situation is if he's going in his pocket. Are you fucking kidding me? Why do you think the children treats the mommy and the daddy differently? Because they know the shit that might go over with mommy, it's not going over with daddy. It's going to be a total different outcome. And when you put dysfunction into your children, you take the things that they need out of them. Now, I'm not going to make it seem like I just how can I say, had it all together? No, these is things that I had to learn one day. Because when you be so selfish in a situation to the point that it hurts your children, who's the real villain? Is it him or is it you? Because the value that you're supposed to bring is not what it is that you're bringing. You think by devaluing another person brings your value up. And that's not the way it's supposed to be. If you got to keep kids away from their daddy to prove a point, the only point that should be proven is that that man never loved you. And the only reason why he's still dealing with you is because of the factors of his children. It's a difference. Some men will deal with some shit in relationships just to stay close to their kids because they know that they are dealing with a crazy bitch. I was a crazy bitch at one point in time. I'm not going to get up on this live and lie. But what I had to realize is my feelings and my kids' feelings, I had to separate because I had to be the person to make the greater decisions within the situation. And me not allowing a man to protect and provide other things that these kids need other than financially, I was taken away from the growth in my babies. And as a mother, you should never want that. The way these kids done seen you on the internet for the last 3 years, if they was to look back, do you think they would be proud of that? Fuck anything that anybody did to you as a person. We talking about the things that Briana has done to herself. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. You ain't got to be perfect. Nobody in this world is perfect. God himself was not perfect. Sometimes being imperfect is the perfect things to be because it shows your kids everybody is supposed to be different, baby. No two people are supposed to be the same. Even if we may value some of the same things, think the same way about some of the things, same things, we are still different human beings. And it takes different things to build different human beings. And if kids are only coming from dysfunction, what are you pouring into them? What are you making them become other than dysfunctional beings? How they gonna know how to handle their emotions or deal with their emotions when their mother is somebody that they grew up with and she was nothing more than emotional? Let's talk about it. After she did what she did about her mom, I will never respect. Period. God child. So you telling your daughters to pick dick over their mother, because that's what you did. And the apple don't fall too far from the tree. So the respect they see will be the respect you receive. And if they see you don't give yourself no respect, how are you going to implement it? How are you going to put anything to them to show them what it takes to be a stand-up type of person if all they see you do is bring destruction with you wherever it is that you may be? At some point in time, people start to see the problem is not the people. The problem is debris. Okay? All right? But as long as you're not actually, day, you still have a chance to change the narrative. You still have a chance to change the things that you have displayed. And if not, make it right for yourself, to make it right for your babies. You out here trying to make it right for men. And that's why you keep failing. That's why you keep failing. You're not getting it. And what it is that you are not getting it, instead of you being on a mission to change the unexplained, you keep defending what it is that you have explained. And all it did was defame another person and try to make them guilty of actions that you created. Not them. Not them, friend. So that's why every relationship you get in, the situation is repeated. You get the same outcome. Like I said, these babies ain't even a year, and they have already been introduced to the court system. What does that say? Huh? And if you are the primary parent, that means that you are the person that's making the overall decisions. So the decisions to be dysfunctional is all on you. Oh, I didn't even see that here. Thank you, Keisha. I appreciate you for putting that tip in Tay-Tay's tip jar and not leaving my shit dry. That's right. You moistened my jaw. Right on up, girl. Right on up, girl. I definitely appreciate you for that. I damn sure do. I do. Tim back. Hello, ladies. Sierra, me too. Last month. Let me see. Put a ninja before. Yes. My mama in the living room. Wait, listen, let me tell y'all something. All right? Because y'all know Tay don't play, right? And I tell y'all, my mama go everywhere I go, okay? So she's sitting right here with us while we doing this live, okay? My mama is right here, okay? This is my mama right here. Right there. All right? So for somebody to be able to discard their mama when they know that it's within her last days is crazy for me. Because when it was my mama time, Tay-Tay couldn't even sleep. And when they say that you heal from certain things, that is a situation that I will never heal from. I may continue to move forward, but at one point in time, that shit really crippled me. So for somebody to have the opportunity to be there for their mother when they could, and they chose not to be, you will not receive no good in your life, young lady. When you wonder why everything in your life is turning the way that it is, it's because the way that you were supposed to be and the love that you were supposed to give to the people you were supposed to, you fucked over them. And now the karma definitely is on you. When you don't do good by people, good don't come by you. And I'm going to just be honest, when people don't do no good, they don't know how to treat good. And that's why she didn't know what to do when she was with LaTruth. Some people can't believe that they deserve to be treated that good. It got to be something else going on. No, if this person is this and this person is that, and I feel this way about them, then other people got to see it too. Basically, he was not an object. He chose to love you. It was his choice to do the things that he did. A person didn't have no control over him. As you see how the situation ended, A person was there because the love that they have for you is what kept them close to you and your children too. You hear that? It was a group deal, a family ordeal. We seen y'all out here as a family. And nothing else since has been family orientated. That's why you had to steal titles from other shit, because yours didn't have a title that fit it. What you was gonna call it? The broken family values? Huh? Bad decisions and bad outcomes. Starring Bree. Huh? What was you going to call it? The fumble of the bag that you never should have had? Huh? Huh? What is it actually going to be? Huh? The title would have had to be something negative, because that's all Bree brings is negativity. It wasn't new chapters by Bree, new chapters with Bree. Come take this journey with Bree and children and family. No, it wasn't none of that. It was a fake accord put with a fake narrative, because there's nothing that shouldn't have ever took place with you and your fucking kids. How you take them from being treated good to your sons wearing the same motherfucking pants for a month? When they take them fucking black pants off, I'm sure them shit still stand up, sis. You should really be ashamed of yourself. Hold on, y'all. Not for nothing. My neighbors is playing music, so I had to try to go close the door so the way the feedback don't be in the background. But for real, them boys been wearing them same black pants. Like they got like they knee look like when it's out the pants, the knee is still going to be in the pants. Josh is still wearing that same black jacket that he got from that Ethica brand deal that you said that you had, that we never seen no more situations come from that. Okay, so it shows that what your priorities is and what you put forth and what you put before your priorities, sis. You put dick before your mother, right? You put penis before your mama. Okay, so that shows that your priority was screwed up. You put penis before your kids. You made sure the penis looked good before your kids did. Not one of those shopping sprees that we seen you going on for Ja. We seen anything for your boys on the side. He didn't want to never match with them. Matching outfit with kids not his. Are you stupid, sis? Whereas LaTruth did that shit faithfully because he was proud of your offspring. And obviously he gave more fuck about them than you did or you do. Because it's a difference when you can tell a parent a parent is proud of what it is that they created. They want to show off their creation. And if you came from the factors of being a family channel, you can't do family content if you're no longer being a family friend. When you first got with this man, you would leave these children with your tree fucking daddy Walter. Walter. We all remember him, even though he's shrinking in people inbox and nobody want his old tree fucking ass. So we wish he would go the fuck on somewhere, honestly. Walter, leave us alone, okay? Nobody over here on this side wants you. Now, I don't know if you done got senile and shit, but you better go over there with them fucked up fish, because you ain't going to be able to do no fishing on this side of the street. We all know that you come from a tree fucking company. The company of the tree fucking Walter. And nobody wants no parts. Oh shit. Y'all gonna have to support this live because YouTube gonna chop it up. Tree humping fucking Walter. She would leave them kids with somebody that is a known fucking pedophile just for her to go allow a nigga to put some dick down. Are you kidding me? Priorities is all mixed up, young lady, and that's why you don't have no good outcomes to your bad decisions. I don't give a damn how much you choose to listen or watch because you ain't listening. Pastor Michael, okay? If he knew that you was stealing his words and not putting them to use, okay, he probably would be very, how can I say, mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Mm-mm. They normally say the devil wears Prada, but in this case, the devil wears TikTok shop. Yes, in this case, the devil wears TikTok shop. How the fuck you go from a man that made you and your kids the most important thing to him? He wanted to build. He wanted to do things that people don't normally see in the community. And that's a black family stay conjoined and build together, baby. But no, you wanted to be a video bitch, a dancing bitch, a city girl bitch, everything other than a mothering bitch, even though you decide to become a mother. Now, you wanted to think you was cute and being out here doing what the single bitches do. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Because now the fool is you. You came out here, he don't treat me good. He don't got no respect. Nobody's never seen this man really love on you like that. And just because you say that a man is slinging some penis, that don't mean that a man ain't got to love you to sling you no penis. He ain't even gotta like you. All right. You got something that he need to get his dick out the dirt, baby. And then when he get that real feel, he want sexual healing. You can be man sexual healing, and that's it. And y'all don't mesh in no other parts of the relationship. So when you try to change a sexual relationship into a full relationship, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work because a fuck ship is not a family ship. It doesn't come with the same value. It's a different plan. You know, like if you get this data plan, it come with this amount of gigabytes for the month. You get these special offers and things when you pick this plan. But when you pick this plan, if it's a little cheaper, you gonna get a little bit less. You ain't gonna get as much gigage. You ain't gonna get no special offers. Do you understand where I'm going here? You picked a little plan when you have unlimited plan, you stupid ass bitch. You gave up, how can I say, monthly service for prepaid service? Huh? Huh? You got the low gigawatts of the Wi-Fi. That's why your shit is seeming shaky. Let's talk about it. Hit the like button for me, y'all. I got something in the air fryer. Hold on, y'all. But make sure y'all support your girl, okay? Definitely tip your host with the most. And we came here to conversate, so that's what it is that we're going to do. And I love when y'all engage with me too, because y'all be dropping some shit in these comments. And it be real right, because as women, we know what it is to be a mother. I'm just going to be honest. It's not always going to be easy. We not gonna always know what it is to do. But when you have a chance to make a better decision, when it come down to your kids, you would hope that that's the one that a person would make the better decision, baby. And you tarnished what it is that the kids had far as a family. Okay? Now they know separation, and you make it seem like it is okay. You comfortable with one kid being over here, these being over here, and those two being with like, come on now. That's not the way it's supposed to be, especially if you telling these kids that they are made out of love, baby. Where? How? All right, y'all. Let me go check the air fryer. Make sure y'all violate that like button for me and definitely share to let them know that Tay is here. Make sure y'all do the big three for me. You know the big three. Like, share, subscribe. You know those. And they should say big four. Because I definitely need the support. I'll be right back, y'all. Give me a minute. All right, y'all. Oh, y'all. Woo! Maybe it's a little early for this. This is a spiked lemonade, okay? So if I just so happen to start changing throughout this live, you already know. Let me know what everybody cooking for Thanksgiving. Is y'all cooking a regular trend? How can I say traditional Thanksgiving? Turkey, yams, collard greens, macaroni and cheese. Or are y'all spicing it up a little bit this year and throwing different stuff in there? I see some people changing, the traditional thing, and some people doing seafood. I see some people doing Jamaican food. I see some people throwing a little bit of different things other than the traditional dish. I'm doing it all different. That's what I'm talking about, God's child D. You know what I'm saying? Mix it up a little bit, baby. Her children getting older now, their clapback gonna be yes. They clapback is going to be how can I say? It should be her wake up call because they're going to blame her for all of their failures. I'm telling you that. I'm telling you that. Thank you, Renithia. Thank you so much. You always so supportive, beautiful. I definitely appreciate you. And listen, Tay Tay is not even going to cap. Okay, you know I ain't no future in fronting, and I ain't never had the lie to kick it. And I've been sick for 2 weeks. I'm going to be honest. And what my normal quota would be is not what it's looking like, baby. So I damn sure I'm going to have to go a little bit extra harder this week to try to play catch up. So if y'all can definitely help me, I would appreciate that. And I got my Cash App going across the screen, and it'd be better if there's a way for you to send it to me, because we all know not to hate on YouTube, because we appreciate the tube, baby. That's how we know all the views. But what they do is, even when y'all send super chats and super stickers, it ain't that we don't appreciate it, because we definitely do. But YouTube be robbing us. Mm-hmm. They do, because they take half of whatever we get when it comes down to a super chat or a super sticker. So if a person is giving what it is that they can, I would appreciate if it went directly to me, friend, because if you sending me your little $5 out of appreciation, right? And I'm not saying little in that nature of it being small. If you decide to give me a little token of your love, I'm appreciative. So I would want to be the person to receive it. I wouldn't want you to send me $5 and they just say, here, you only getting $2.50. No, that's not what Renithia said she was given to Tay Tay. Renithia said she was giving me $4.99. I want my $4.99. I can understand that y'all took some sense, but y'all actually going to take half of it? Say what now? Say what now? So yeah, definitely. Shit, I don't give a damn if everybody could cash at me $1. Make it holler. Woo, woo. For real. Ain't no faking. But when you are a parent in a situation and you raising girls and you raising boys, you have to be able to come to the table with some type of morals, okay? Something for them to stand on. It has nothing to do with materialistic things. It has to do with the morals and what it is that you can provide for your people, far as your kids, to be stand up within their own self. So that way, when they get older, they can be a better product of you. We don't want our kids to be who it is that we are. We want them to be way better than us by far. That's the purpose. I tell my kids that all the time. No, I don't want you to be me. I don't want you to be like me. I want you to be the best version of yourself that you can be. I don't put certain pressures on my kids because I want them to be who they is. And when your kids haven't figured out who they are as of yet, you have to be more than supportive, because just because they may be this way at this age, they are not going to be the same person as they grow. So you have to be able to grow with their chapters as well. And experience is supposed to be the biggest and best teacher. And sometimes failure is the best teacher as well too, because it teaches you what not to do the next go round. But when you're not implementing that into the situations that you move forward in, you're going to keep getting the same outcome, friend. And that's more failures in the situation. Who do Lala go to for advice? Who do your daughter, who do she has to or have to talk to? Nobody. When Dawn was in the situation, excuse me, y'all, I still got this nasty cough. When Dawn was within the situation, right or wrong, Briana asked Lala to talk to Dawn about something that was very personal that should have been between a mother and daughter. When your daughter start asking questions like that for whatever reason, regardless to whether it has to do with what somebody said or what somebody did, you supposed to step into that situation to let her know it's not what it is that she thought, what she heard, or what she think it may be. You supposed to give her, how can I say, more stability in the situation to let her know that can't nobody take you away from her. I mean, but right now, who do Lala have to talk to in the situation? You going through what you going through with Ja, so you ain't in a mental space for yourself. Dawn is no longer there. She's not her father over there, but he don't even know them. They don't know him because he's just coming back into the situation. You know, 1-800 Daddy. 1-800 Rent a Daddy. Call 1-800 Rent a Daddy, and you can have a stand-in daddy on the way. He even come with 3 cute little accessories. What is those, you may say? Oh yes, he got a Temu shopping cart, Temu jewelry, and a crazy ass baby mother to match. So with that, you can get a package deal for any holiday. Call 1-800 Rent a Daddy, and Deshaun will be on the way. Yeah, that's what that situation is. Because them kids don't fucking know him. All right. You left one with him that don't know him. After you trying to embarrass him on the internet, saying he don't know who he is. No, you don't accept who he is, and you trying to make him be somebody else. So what you did was place him with somebody he doesn't even know to try to change who he is. You dumbass. You's a dumbass. Well, I remember her saying she's that girl. I guess men disagree. No, 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 no. She said exactly what it was, what she meant. Because see, when you claiming to be that girl and you dealing with men that's looking for a woman, that's where the situation goes wrong. Grow the fuck up. How a grown woman even out here screaming she's that girl? Bitch, ain't nothing been girl about you for a very long time. The only thing that's girl is your mentality and what it is that you supposed to be raising. Other than the factors of that, you's a grown ass motherfucking woman. And that's facts. So when you coming up here talk about something, I'm that girl, that's where you going wrong. That's where you going wrong. My heart goes out to, because she is old enough to understand most shit. And she catches hell from her own mama. Yes. Yes, it's a disappointment. It's definitely a disappointment. Let me tell you why. Okay, because when you get to a certain age, like a tween girl, and you trying to figure out who you is, you collectively become a sponge from you collectively become a sponge of your environment, right? And when you seeing that your mother gotta put on less clothes to be appealing, basically be a hoe, right? When you see that she has to be with men in order to be who it is that she say that she is, then in a young girl's mind, that makes her start to seek looking for love in all the wrong places, baby. Okay? And in this situation, what we see is a situation where she will be looking for all the wrong love in all the wrong places, trying to fill a void that her mother was supposed to. Yes, her mother was supposed to fill those voids. And as we get to see, she's a void within herself, baby. All right. I was in the midst of watching Lupac's live last night, right? And she was reading over the court documents. And the only thing that I can do is shake my head, because those kids have come down to nothing more than some initials on a piece of paper. When at the end of the day, God gave you another chance to possibly not only start to pour into the children that you had, but basically do something different with the children that you was having. How you have new babies and make them another product of your failures. Make it make sense. She is just very immature. Hell, Lala is more mature than her mama. And I will agree with that, Elizabeth. I definitely will agree with that, Elizabeth. I definitely will agree with that. Okay, because she's the one who came to the front scene and said that Jarnell was immature, baby. And if you getting that from a baby, that says a lot. Girl, right. Save the fucking kids. At least create a different narrative for them. All right, because what it is that we seen so far, baby, this is a start for a disaster. Okay, Lala is going to grow up, and hopefully, she decide that she don't want to be anything that she seen her mother become out of this situation, because none of them has been good ones. Not the one with the person she say is her daddy, not the one with the person that she allowed them to call daddy, and not with the one that she just recently made a fucking daddy. It's all sad to see you brung in broken situations into a situation that was already obviously broken. 16 years old, she was in court with a man with abuse allegations. What are you even doing in a situation ship at that age, sis, where you gotta show up in courtrooms and shit? Like what? Lala going to get a white man. I'm sorry, but facts. I'ma just be honest. She might go out and get her a man like LaTruth, if you want to tell the truth, because that was a point that she can go back to and remember things in her life being good. That's when she remembered something of a family. That's when she felt acknowledged within a situation, baby. Okay, because LaTruth didn't push her out the picture. He brung her into the picture. He even taught her things that a parent is supposed to pour into their children, things that they going to need, not showing her pussy print, not shaking her BB. Oh no. Okay. No, showing her life skills that, that she's going to need. Cooking, cleaning, okay? Those type of things. Not how you don't have to be a clout chaser if you are the clout. Why do you have to chase clout if you are the clout? Huh? Make that make sense. All right? Because I'm about truth. That's why I call myself Truth Teller Tay. Because it's about telling the truth, baby. You see what I just said a few minutes ago? Now, some may judge what it is that I said. And I'm talking about the factors of my tip jar not staying dry. But they say that, how can I say, closed mouths don't get fed. I'm not embarrassed about my situation. People will respect you more for taking them on a journey with you when they see that you are trying to do something for the good to bring change. Do you understand what I'm saying? You don't have to lie or fake or make other ways around a certain situation. No, I'm going to say what it is, and it's going to be what it is that I say. I'm not going to come up here and say one thing, but then y'all see me acting differently. I'm not going to get the same outcome. I'm not going to get the same response, because even outside of materialistic value in this situation, I want to pour more into my community. You want to actually have a connection with the people that you speak to. We are supposed to be relatable. I'm not never coming up here trying to make it seem like I'm above you. No, because we help each other be better in life. One hand washes the other, both hands wash the face. And that's supposed to be the case. That's why they used to say it takes a village to raise a child, right? But in this case, now you have to be careful of the village that you even allow around your children, because the village cannot be productive into the situation that your children is in. I'm gonna be honest, when she does get of age, I pray she has discernment, because the way it seems, God child D, she has more common sense than her mother, definitely, indefinitely. So when it goes down to the factors of her getting older, she probably gonna see all the red flags, because you got to understand, some things have hit the internet. Everything has not hit the internet. So it's some things that these kids have got to see that we may never know, baby. Okay. And is it effective to their upbringing? Yes, because they're still trapped in that mess. When their mother is still dealing with the same person that she's saying is bringing hurt into a situation. Make that make sense. The only thing the kids could remember, hey, Buttercup, the only thing the kids could remember when her and LaTruth was in the situation is things that adults is supposed to do. Oh, I remember the factors of when mommy and daddy used to get into arguments. They used to go in their room and close the door. That's what the fuck grown people supposed to do. Not acting, fact, fighting. You got the baby in your arms. The nigga almost hit you because he tried to pull off. No, those not the type of stories that was being told. But now in this situation, that's the situations that we have clearly got to see. So you could imagine that there's so many more, baby. It's so many more stories that did not hit the internet that I'm pretty sure we would be shocked and pulled about it. Hold on one second, y'all. I'm trying not to cough and I gotta blow my nose. Woo. Okay, y'all. Now I'm gonna be honest. I don't know who else may have not been feeling well for the last couple of weeks, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't know what type of cold, cough, or whatever this is that may be going around. Okay. But for the last 3 weeks, when I tell you whatever this is has been kicking my ass, baby. When I tell y'all girl Tay was down, I mean down. And I'm gonna just be honest, content creating is something that I do. This is my lifestyle. This is the way I make my living, right? So imagine being down and not being able to go into work for 14 days. And it's not because you on vacation, baby. I did not take a break because it was my choice. I took a break because I guess God set my ass down for the time being. But every time I would think that I almost was beating whatever cough this is, and when I tell y'all, I tried everything, even taking my ass to the doctor. But this cough, y'all, when I tell y'all, it feels like I ran 3 blocks only when I say a couple of words. I did not want to come on live or I couldn't even produce content because with every couple of words, it's like I would just go into a straight cough attack. Now, I tried the Alka-Seltzer the cold and flu. That was a little good. I've been taking Theraflu. That worked out for me, but then that shit knocked me the fuck out. Once I don't want to take medicine that knocks me out. I want to still be able to be productive because I got things to do. I'm going to be honest. I had people in my inbox saying, Tay, did you quit YouTube? Hell no. Hell no. At this point in time, I think Tay quit Tay. So that's why it is that I'm saying about the factors of being very transparent, because at this point in time, I'm not going to lie to y'all. I am very vulnerable because if anybody knows how this goes, that we get paid the month before whatever month that we are in. So my November month will be definitely for my December. So outside of paying regular bills, I still got kids to take care of, and that shit is real. I got mouths to feed. Okay, I got a family to feed, and I know we all do. So I'm really, or I really been in a very vulnerable spot, trying to figure out how I'm gonna drop it like it's hot. So me personally, not being able to do something and needing to do something is crazy. But I'm tired of this motherfucking cold. That was the point of my story. Okay? It's stopping me from doing things that I need to do. And it's like it's dragging. Just now, when I went off camera, it took me everything to be able to catch my breath. But I said that I'm going to have to show up, and we family. Listen, if I cough, y'all just, I'll try to cover my mouth because I'm going to have to be here. I got a family to feed. Okay? Please help me feed my family. But it's sad to see, okay? It's bad when somebody has a change of direction and they just choose to keep going into the wrong direction. Furthermore, everybody, like I said, is not coming out to speak on the factors of the fact that they hate or Bree, or they hate Bree, or some people have grown to hate Bree because of the activity that comes along with Bree. For her to be able to put that much dysfunction in somebody else's life, it shows that she's not a good person. But for her to bring that dysfunction into the life of people that she created, it shows that she really ain't shit. She really ain't shit. That's right. Drop those unicorns for your girl Tay. Please and thank you, baby. Sorry, y'all. Oh, this shit is getting on my nerves. But for real, as a mother, my point of saying you get out here and do whatever it is that you have to do when it come down to your cubs, okay? And you wouldn't want to be the one that's harming your cubs when you're supposed to be the one that's bringing the protection to make sure that they are good. And you are the reason that they are not good. That should make you feel a certain type of way. Look at the situation that you and Jonelle relationship had displayed or have displayed. You willing to be with a nigga that cheats on you. You've never had a monogamous relationship with this man. You've always been an extra within the situation. When you are who you say you is, how you trying to prove to other bitches your presence? Showing little shit to make it shown or known that you around him. If I gotta do that much or do any of that to prove that I'm with a man, bitch, I don't want him. I don't want him. You could have him, okay? If I come secondary to a man other than anything other than God, we have a problem. We have a problem because when you create a union, you and your husband or the person that you are with is now creating your own or a different family, not the one that was blood, not the one that you was given, but the one that you create. And if you choose to create nothing but dysfunction into a family that is supposed to be a conjointing or a lock-in of you, nah. Ain't no way. Ain't no way, baby. Ain't no way. Thank you, Golden Girl. Yes, I'm trying to feel better. I ain't even lying to you. I've been drinking raw lemon water. Raw lemon water. I don't even know if that even made sense. But raw lemon with water with raw lemon, right? No sugar in it. I've been drinking ginger tea, ginger and honey, the old remedy with the onions in the socks. And I just cannot shake this shit. Like, for real. I got a cough for a second, so please hit that like button for your girl Tay. Oh, no, 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 no. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. I gotta set something straight. Okay, straight out the gate. Let me put this out. I ain't got no boogers and shit, y'all, right? We family. All right. If I do, just let your girl know, like, Tay, got some shit. Cause I'm telling y'all, I'm suffering, I'm coughing, I'm running, but I'm here and I'm gonna be here. Listen, okay? I just want to say this to each and everybody. Please listen to me when I say this. And I am saying this from my heart. And I mean this shit. All right? Listen, you see the message that's on the screen? All right? You see it, right? You see it? You see it? Right. Now, Tay is appreciative of the factors of y'all being here. Do you understand? I will never block my blessings. That's one thing I'm not into. All right. So don't ever devalue yourself and say, it's not much, but I sent. Listen, I don't give a damn if you sent me $1. Shit, that is much. That is a lot. If you thought of me to send me any goddamn thing, I am appreciative. I love y'all the long way, okay? It's not because of the price or what or the amount that you send me. Love is real. And when people appreciate you, they appreciate you no matter what it is that you send or no matter what it is that you give. And that might be a little bit to somebody else, but what you send to me is more than what you would ever think, baby. And I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I don't give a goddamn damn if a person sent me $1. That means a lot to me because you didn't have to. For a person to think about me, if that was the little bits that they had, that says more than anything in the fucking world. Because you was willing to take from yourself to help somebody else. And that somebody else is me. So appreciative is an understatement, baby. Yes, I did receive your blessing. But you are definitely my blessing even without it. But yes, I did. I did. I did. God is good. Okay, God is good all the time. And sometimes him putting us in the path of each other is the value and all of the appreciation that I need. I'm not trying to come up off here on some greedy type shit. I'm just letting people know that this is my workplace and this is how I get paid. So if a person could help me in any type of way, I would definitely appreciate it. But I don't want to pressure anybody into anything. Never. Because it's always about the message and never about the messenger. Maybe something that I came here to say or something in my message was more valuable than anybody can send me in money form. We save each other lives in different ways. It's been people that I don't even know that I've come across on the street. And I've just had a conversation with them for a couple of minutes, baby. And those short minutes, the short couple of words that they said to me, you don't know the impact that it had for that moment and what I took with me from it. But Briana, the impact that she had on people is not fucking good. But the ones that come with the impact that come on her children should be the one that she should give a fuck about. Them kids, nigga, you gonna go out and do something because the internet said to do it, not from your fucking heart? Why them kids ain't got no decent clothing? How the fuck you got more moves on your fucking shit than the factors of any type of stableness for them kids? It looked like they getting dressed out of a bag. Now, somebody on the internet said something about the kids, the boys' clothing. So what you do? Go and take the boys shopping, but now Lala is wearing Isaiah old motherfucking sweat pajama pants. Like the girl don't even get dressed. You don't even sponsor that. Y'all don't have nail days, spa days, girl days. You talking about, oh, I need to just get away. Where's nobody included, get a spa day, this, that, and the third. You don't think she feel the same way? She helping you raise the motherfucking babies. She done became a built-in motherfucking nanny, and she didn't do one pregnancy. I could imagine how you had her catering to you when you was pregnant, boo. Lala, get me this. Lala, go make the babies a bottle. Lala, go see if you can find the baby pacifier. Lala, hold the baby. Lala, get the baby. Lala, the baby. What? Let that girl have a fucking childhood. Just because you wanted to fuck your younger years away, don't fuck her younger years up. You chose You chose to give away your innocence. You're taking away Lala innocence. A lot of parents will tell kids, don't rush to be grown, but then put grown responsibilities on them. How does that make sense? How? Oh, they being grown when they step out of line, but they not being grown when they doing your job. I sip the fuck to that. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. People will be cool with they homegirl. No, the bitch ain't shit. But they'll wait until her and them, they not no longer cool to expose it. Bitch, you wasn't never a real friend. If you knew that this bitch wasn't shit to her kids, and now you only trying to use it as a shot against, bitch, you ain't shit either. So when people in a situation and they trying to talk about another person and it makes them look just as bad as the person that they choosing to talk about, no. I wish I could do more of them groceries with the feast I'm cooking for my and my yes, the grandbabies. Listen, a blessing is a blessing. When I was screaming free Robert, I was screaming it from a closet. Okay? Just because you may be in need, never know how much of a need and a blessing you are within somebody else's life. So you also contributed to the factors of the feast that I may possibly be able to have with my family. So you are a blessing. So you was able to provide a good time for your family and mine. So I'm grateful and thankful. Exactly, shit. I don't have much, but my kids might don't have everything, but they definitely got what they need. And the thing that they need the most be love, baby. We don't want our kids to go looking for love outside. It starts outside. We are the ones who teach our children how they're supposed to be loved and what bad love looks like. Okay, so it's not what you can able or be able to provide for your children that you can buy from a store. The things that they need from us is free, and it means so much more. Love, okay, good values, okay, mannerism, having great mannerisms, having discernment to know what people is good for you and what people may not be, the signs to see. And when you teach your kids how it is to feel good, they know when something makes them not feel good. It'll make them be able to see and understand the things that come with life, baby. But if you already fucked them up from the beginning, once they get in the world, how you expect them to be winning? You already caused them they major loss when the biggest person on their team played actions as if an enemy. Because yeah, sometimes it's bad, but we can learn every L is not a loss. Okay? Every L is not a loss. Some L's is a lesson. What we choke up or chump up to being a loss sometimes be lesson that we needed to be able to get through certain situations. Or if that situation was to revisit, now we know how to deal with it. Some people will think the loss of a relationship or loss of a friendship was something that, it was a lesson. It was a lesson. And this girl ain't take none of her L's as lessons to be able to pour them into her children at all. Train up a child in the way he should go. And when he is old, he will not. Exactly. Because you know what? I find it so funny, Godchildy. And I'm going to tell you this, right? And it is definitely what it is that you said. And I'm going to tell you a perfect example of it. You ever listen to your kids, right? And they going back and forth with each other. What card do they use all the time that makes them feel they trump what the other kid is saying? Oh no, because mommy said, oh, because mommy said, anytime you can hear your kids say, but mommy said, that lets you know your kids be listening. You know how it's crazy. We say our kids don't listen to us, but they always able to tell somebody else what mommy would say or what mommy did say when they're using it as an example to help their situation. Like when my kids is arguing with each other, one of my kids will be like, no, because mommy said such and such and such. Okay, and I'm sitting there and I be listening like, wait a minute. If you know I said that, why you don't never implement it when it comes to you? How you could tell everybody else what mommy said, but you can't tell yourself? That goes to show you kids pay attention. All right. Just because they choose to listen to certain shit, that don't mean that they ain't heard it. And a lot of the times, the things that you never wanted them to hear be the exact shit that they heard. Okay? Kids ain't stupid these days. I don't know what type of babies people is having these days, but these babies is grown as old people. They sitting up early, they talking early, they know shit early. So you going to have to pour into them early. I have one, my man. I have one boy and girl. I won't mess mine up. Sierra, for real. We have to teach our kids what love is so they don't have to go into the world searching for it and dealing with people that's not good for them because they missing something that they never had. They supposed to leave home with that. And for us, some of us, I'm gonna be honest, I always felt like a black sheep in my family. And not because of anything other than the fact is that I never felt like I fit in, meaning I always knew that I was something different. And that's not a bad thing. Some people will hear me say that and go, wow, damn, Tay. No, sometimes being a black sheep is a good thing because it teaches you you were never meant to fit in. God made you to stand out. So when you realize and wonder why you can't stand aligned with certain crowds, it's because you wasn't never meant to be in one. You are a crowd within yourself. And no matter where I've always been, I've always brung my own light, friend. And when people can't tell you who you are because you know who you is, people don't like that shit. So it's going to come with a lot of nose turn ups and sound effects. You know, when you get sound effects from people, you don't even get words. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Those that lets you know you're not within the right situations. Anything that don't build you up breaks you down. You are not within the same or in the right situation. People, places, and things. And everything don't deserve your energy. People, places, and things. So if you ever felt like you was the black sheep, it's because you wasn't meant to fit in. You was always meant to stand out, baby. And if you would have been a part of certain situations, it would have covered who you were supposed to be as a person within yourself, baby. Sometimes God make us deal with things from the people who's close to us because we don't give a fuck about the people that's on the outside. We're not going to take it the same way. So God teaches us discernment through people that we love, baby, because it makes you know if this person can hurt you, anybody else is fair fucking game. So if you can take this type of hurt, it teaches you discernment going into other situations. How you gonna pour that into your kids when your life is just revolving around penis? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Hug them. I tell my kids I love them multiple times a day. Okay. When I see my kids off in the distance for too long, I'm going to check about because sometimes our own thoughts can be our biggest goddamn defeat. All right. It could be our biggest goddamn defeat. Sometimes our fight is not with the world, it's with ourselves. And that make us angry as hell. I know it's been times in life that I've been upset with myself. You know, we have real conversations here. I might talk about Briana, but I actually care about the value in my people. And hopefully y'all care about the value in me, because it's about making change within a community. Let's help each other understand the things that we may not, so that way we can do better moving further into it is that we have as situations. All right. Hey, thank you. See what Stream Element said. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope y'all enjoying this live. Okay, this tea with Tay. You already know where you at, baby. La 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 lattes world. Hey, right? And some people don't have the answers. Just imagine how many kids grew up with mothers like Briana that look for answers from the outside because they can't get it from the inside. At least you want to be a positive thing that somebody can come across and at least relate to try to get some answers from where they may be at in their life. I don't know who I might be a blessing to on this goddamn app. All right. But if I can be a blessing to one person, I appreciate that. Your words is weapons, but they also can be a savior to somebody that needs to hear a word that they haven't heard. So when I come out here and be like, oh, Latte love you, and if nobody told you that they love you today, Tay Tay really do, I mean that shit. I didn't just start saying that recent. If you go back and look in my lives, in my video, I've been saying that shit since I started, because you never know what people may say is the small things is the biggest things in people's lives. And that's why I know that these kids is going to deal with a lot of rejection and resentment and, how can I say, regret. Because when it comes down to their mother, she's emotionalist. Well, she's unemotional. What the fuck is the word? She has no emotions to pour into her kids, being that all her emotions come from men that she deal with. She's like a fucking chameleon. She tries to become anybody that she's fucking. And that's just truth. That's why we see all this Bible pushing and shit that we do. Jonelle is a godly man. Okay. She went to get baptized because of him, probably to show him that she's trying to change her old heiferish ways. But once a heifer, always a heifer. If you're not cleansing or cleansing the heifer in you because of you, then the heifer don't go away because you doing something for another person. You still leaving that baptism with your sins. You still leaving that you ain't apologized to Robert for trying to ruin his motherfucking life. Okay? You said that none of these men wasn't shit, but it's just convenient that Robert is the only person that's paying for it. And yes, it's documented. Child support. How the fuck you gonna tell the judge you was living with this man? Then what was the reason for you moving so many times with your kids? Huh? 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 If you was living with this man, why you don't have no content that it shows that y'all was conjointed? The only thing you ever show when you at the house is the kids that belong to him. And you try to put your face on camera to make the bitches that he cheating with, I guess, feel that you are relevant. But anytime the bitches that he with say that you are a sugar mama, they ain't trying to fuck up his money because they not giving him none. I wouldn't want that as a title, hun. I'm not fighting for no nigga like that. Let me find out my little thighs is sticking to the chair. Okay. Cause I lost my appetite for the last 2 weeks, baby. I couldn't even eat like that. So I'm gonna appreciate Thanksgiving. Even when I get off this live, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna take the little couple of dollars that I do make. Okay. So let it be known that y'all definitely do help me. The fuck, I ain't gonna be up here like, oh, this is just a hobby. I ain't on YouTube because I need the money. Yes, the fuck I am. Yes, the fuck I am. Yes, I am. Mm-hmm. So when I do get off this live, I'm gonna go and try to get the little things that I wasn't able to get, like the little sides, like the cranberry sauce. I know I gotta go get me some more yams. I gotta get some fresh collard greens. I do gotta get that. I got a cabbage, but I ain't got no collard greens. I gotta get some peppers. I need a red pepper, a green pepper, a yellow bell pepper, and an onion. I need some onions. I need some pineapple juice and some honey. Uh-huh. No, I haven't been eating like that, Godchild D. I'm a lie. I ain't gonna lie to you. I will make food and take a spoon of it and done. Now, the only thing that I have been able to take in is like chicken broth. Like the broth from the soup. Sorry, y'all. Shit. Shit. I'm sorry, y'all. Sick and all. I had to come out here and do this content. I could not just sit and let my platform just be dry. Tay Tay had to come outside. So I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Because I know I feel so disgusting, coughing, sneezing, snotting. Hold on, y'all. Who, y'all? Whew. Let me catch my breath. Oh my goodness. Booger Boy House, blue couch, attic with his right. Listen, how the fuck the couch lasted longer than the relationship, Ciara? Let's talk about that. Oh Lord Jesus, y'all. Who? Let me catch my breath. How the couch lasted longer than a relationship. Make that part make sense. Okay? That should make a person feel a certain type of way all within itself. Anytime a person's furniture outlasts y'all relationship, that would be hurtful. I would really be hurtful of that. I would. You need some blue peppers, purple peppers, or any other colors. Yes, because the unicorn, Terry. You know that. You know that. Tay Tay, even I gotta have my colors incorporated somewhere. Okay? Somewhere. Y'all see the colors? How y'all like the colors? Tell me what y'all think. Is it a yay or a nay? Huh? Do y'all think the colors is a yay or a nay? Whew. Tell me what y'all think. Because Tay gotta have some colors somewhere. Bookie, if you want to keep camera off, I don't mind. Do y'all? But I'ma just be honest. It's okay, Latte. Right. Let me tell you. Sometimes I don't mind with the bubble off, but I like to engage when y'all can see my face. Okay? I don't be wanting my people to feel like they talking to a bubble. Some people do what it is that they do, but I feel more connected to y'all when it's like this. If y'all notice, most of my lives is on camera. You very seldomly get a live from Tay when she's behind the bubble, baby. And most times when I am behind the bubble, if I am live, Tay Tay don't tell no lies. It's because I'm smoking like a motherfucker, and I just don't be wanting to smoke on camera because you never know who's actually watching you, who's actually listening to you, and who's in those bushes. And I have a lot of brand deals that's attached to me, even though I don't, how can I say, promote them in this sector like that? Because you don't want to attach business to messiness. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I have a lot of brand deals that I do get. So I don't want everything to be seen. Everything is not for everybody. I can tell you that I smoke, but if you've never seen me smoke, is it accurate? Is it factual? Now, some days I might feel a little, froggish and leap and actually come through and smoke with my peeps. Hopefully, somebody that got some weed might sponsor me. Shit, I need a weed sponsor. I sure do. I sure do. Shit, I need to re-up on my weeds as we speak. A bitch is running low. I tell y'all, I ain't been working like that, so the finances been slow. And yes, we did just get motherfucking paid, but don't you know bills still come after every 30 days? So if I wasn't working, then that mean the money that I made had to go to the things that I needed to stay on so I can continue working. The fuck? Hey, Alexis Virgo. Hey, beautiful. But yeah, I feel like I feel a little bit more connected to y'all like this. I feel like y'all deserve this. If I'm going to go live, I'm not saying I'm saying anything against anybody else, but I want it to be a little bit more. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? You know? Yep, I put the color peppers in cabbage. You know what I love? I love purple. I love purple cabbage. How many of y'all cook the purple cabbage? When you put the sugar and stuff in there and it's sweet, it's sweet. You make the purple cabbage sweet, unlike the green cabbage. But I love me some purple cabbage. You know what else I love, y'all, that people don't really make? And I miss my grandmother for this. She used to make like fried green tomatoes. I don't know if y'all have ever had fried green tomatoes, but when I tell y'all, and you know what else I love? A great tuna salad, a great pasta tuna salad with the spiral noodles. And don't put no little cheap ad. Don't be cheap with the tuna. I want the albacore, okay? The chunky tuna. I want to know that I'm biting into some goddamn albacore meat. I got that Jack Daniels endorsement deal latte. I'm dead. I am dead. Oh, and I'm going to make sure I did a premiere this morning. I was supposed to put it for 10 o'clock, but I accidentally set it for 8 o'clock. So once it started showing, I ain't want to stop it. So if y'all didn't get to see that video, please make sure y'all go back and watch it. And if y'all can, hype up as many of my videos as possible. Okay? Definitely and definitely, but I do want to make those drunken potatoes that everybody talking about. I want to try those for Thanksgiving. I seen some people making it with the Patron, and I seen them using the what the fuck is the name of that Douce to make the gravy. I want some drunken potatoes. I do, but listen, fried green potato tomatoes is good. You season them shits right. Them shits taste like a piece of chicken. Yes. But I definitely want to try those drunken tomatoes. I'm supposed to do an actual video. You know, I do videos with my kids because in Christmas is definitely coming up. I want to do a video where I show y'all my tree because in spite of me being sick, I did put up my tree and my theme is unicorn / candy. So everything around my house is these three colors basically. Everything is those three colors. Everything. And I don't know if y'all know, but Tay's favorite color is purple. Yeah, I want to know that. Let me get a little bit personal with my people. You know, what's y'all favorite color? Drop down in the chat what's y'all favorite color and what's your favorite food. And I'm going to tell y'all mine. Right now, I'm hooked on sweet potato french fries with marshmallow sauce. All right? I don't know why, but yeah, I've been eating them shits nonstop. But let me know what y'all favorite color is. Tay favorite color is purple. Hey, beautiful truth slayer. How you doing today, beautiful? How are you doing? Happy hump day and happy holidays to you and your family. Your girl Tay been out here fighting, truth slayer. But damn that, I'm sorry. I got to show up. I can't take no more days off. I don't know what type of sickness this is, my sister, but woo-wee. It been doing a number on me, and it's crazy because all the heavy hitters is sick at the same damn time. But I ain't gonna lie. Lupac is she was the MVP, baby. because she was still showing up. I couldn't. I felt like I had 10 men sitting on my chest at one time. Black and red is my favorite color. Okay, Queen Love Mel, her favorite color is black and red. What's your favorite food, Queen Love Mel? Sierra say black and gray is her favorite color. Oh, I love those colors too. They look good together as well. And what's your favorite food, Sierra? Let Tay Tay know. Godchild D said she like pink and I eat really anything. That's me. I'm greedy. That's why I said right now I'm hooked on sweet potato fries. Girl, you got to see me making it to the supermarket every day to get 2 yams. Okay, I be having a basket of sweet potato fries, and then I learned how to make the marshmallow sauce. All you gotta do is melt some marshmallows in a pot, right, y'all? And then you take some heavy cream, about maybe 1 to 2 drops, and you mix that thing on up so that way it's not too liquidy, but able to be poured, you know. And when I tell y'all, you definitely gotta try that. And I don't know why, even though it's sweet potato fries, why do it taste good with a little a little sprinkle of salt? Hey, Keisha, I'm greedy. So just about anything in my favorite. Wait, listen. I'm telling you, me too. Give me see, I'm starving and I wish I had something to do a dash. Listen, I'm telling you, they just made this new fish and chicken place by myself. I'm talking by myself. Lord, the cold done got my words dumb. But they just made this fish and chicken spot by my house called Unc's Fish and Chicken, right? And they got this plate called Land and Sea, right? Oh my goodness, that it got chicken tenders, it got white and fish. You get the choice between either sweet potato fries or regular cut fries. Fresh fries. I don't want no fucking bag fries. Don't give Tay no frozen fries. I like potato cut fries, real French fries. Don't give me no fake shits, right? But anyway, they give you a choice between regular French fries or sweet potato French fries. And then they got the special drinks. This lets you know I just had one of their plates. When was it? The other day I tried to eat it. Yeah, because I've been buying it, but my appetite, that's how you know it ain't right. But this is a spiked lemonade, right? And they got Douce coladas. They got the pink lemonade with the, and you could get the extra shot. Real good deal. Appreciate that you engage in person. Yes. Yes. Tay Tay wants y'all to be able to see her when she say she love y'all. So y'all can know I mean it. So y'all can know I mean it. And I don't know if y'all was on my live the other day when I listen. This is a gift that I bought myself, y'all. I'm really loving it. Like, I'm really loving it. And I feel like it was made just for me. And while I was sick when I bought this for myself, it really made me feel so much better. And it's crazy because when they say, if you giving lemons, make lemonade, you understand? When I decided to become YouTube's favorite unicorn, it's because the other side was calling me My Little Pony, which I was excited about because I watched My Little Pony as a little girl growing up. And it was actually one of my favorite cartoons. But you see how I took it and made it a part of my brand, baby? Now I am the unicorn baby for real, baby. If you see Tay, you know it's coming equipped. Look, what's on my back? Unicorn, right? What's right there? A unicorn. Wait, my unicorn light up too, y'all. Don't play. Hold on. My unicorn light up. Hold on. Let's see. Look. You see? Oh, these is my little things, my little statues. All right. One says, see no here, see no evil. See, this is see no evil. See no evil, right? See no evil. Hear no evil, right? Speak no evil. Okay? Okay. And for those that bought a mug from me, you already know this is my tea with Tay mug. And I collect pins. So all of these is pins. Well, this is the rose that Mumu crocheted. Okay. They crochet flowers, actually. You see? My baby is multi-talented. Oh, speaking of which, my baby, you know she be crocheting, right, y'all? See, this how I know we be family. You see how I just be chit-chatting with y'all? Because y'all my homegirls and homeboys for real. You know, we really does this family thing for real, for real. But I want y'all to see one of the hats that my baby made. Hold on, y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button. I'm going to go get the hat. I'll be right back. Look, y'all. While I was sick, I wasn't even able to show y'all. Look at this hat that my baby made. So for anybody that definitely supported my baby on her Amazon list that she had created, I definitely appreciate y'all for it because look at this hat my baby made. My baby made this hat. And she made this hat in 2 days. She made this hat in 2 days. What y'all think about it? Let me know. Y'all like my hat? Well, it's not mine. I'm lying. She made it for herself, right? But my baby definitely made this hat. Okay. I got a little ponytail at the top. So you know it's going to have the little hump bump. But tell me this hat is not fucking everything. See, Bree, you got to pour into your babies. You got to pour positivity in them. My kids be out here seeing mommy doing her thing and it be making them want to do their thing too. Okay, my baby is starting a nice website where she's going to be taking business. Yeah, taking business orders and making different things. And she's picked up a couple of hobbies. She likes sewing, she like doing nails, she like doing crochet. But she said people don't be respecting the rules when it comes to crochet because you know people be trying to how can I say be cheap and sometimes you get what you pay for. If you pay cheap, you get cheap shit. And crochet is something that somebody does by hand. So it's very time consuming. All right. But look at this. Look at this. This is nice, right? I told her it's fly fly. Not little fly, but big fly. And I'm proud of her. I'm definitely proud of her. For this hat, I think she's charging 45 for it. And then you know the stuff, the colors and stuff, you gotta it gotta be purchased. So whatever color yarn that you want, she'll go out, purchase the yarn or whatever. And then I think it's $45 for the hat. So the yarn, including the hat, yeah. My 15-year-old got a sewing machine, but financially we don't have the money to fund her hobby. Let me tell you. Let me give you an idea, God's child, D, because see, Tay Tay is how can I say I'm a problem solver. And I don't have all the money in the world either to put as much as support into my girl. But the other ways that you can find about doing things is what makes the situation even more supportive when it comes from you. Because what I learned, okay, I went on TikTok and you see the old clothes that you have in your house that you may throw away that you no longer use, all of that is material. Okay, you can take one piece of material from something else and turn it into something totally different, right? even down to the factors of, if you don't have money to buy much fabric, go to the discount store and buy those curtains. You know, the curtains that we be having hanging in our regular living room and stuff like that, like the blackout curtains or the sheer curtains. All of those is forms of fabric. You know, you can get a little curtain for $3.99 and stuff like that, and whatever else you can't be able to get. Let your baby make a little bit of list. I mean, make a list, and then you just check one or two things off of it. You don't have to get everything at one time. Should I buy my baby pillowcases? If I be out in a discount store, you know how sometimes they be having a sale and they be like, oh, 2 pillowcases for $1 or 2 pillowcases for $4.99. I'll buy those 2 pillowcases just for the factors of the fabric and the design. And all sheets and curtains and stuff like that, it doesn't look the factors of a curtain or anything once it's actually sold together. So listen, you can find a lot of different ways to do things that won't cost you money. Some things you already have around your house. So if you have old curtains, old towels, old sheets, anything, old clothes, everything, some things can be revamped and had things or have things added onto it. Thank you, Tia. Shout out to your baby. I always wanted to learn how to sew since I was young. I'm 35 and still a goal of mine. Let me tell you what I do, and let me tell you what she do. And I learned, listen, go to the school of YouTube. Go to the school of YouTube. Okay? Get you a little crochet needle and a thing of yarn. And when you ain't doing nothing and you in your spare time, even down to the factors of listening to us talk shit, just watch somebody do it. And it's all about the factors of what Mumu told me: hoops, loops, and numbers. Hoops, loops, and numbers. When it comes to crocheting, everything is a certain amount of hoops and everything is a certain amount of loops. Now, the only thing that she schooled me to the fact is that's different between crochet and sewing. If you make a mistake with crocheting, you can take that one string and unravel it, and it'll take out the whole mistake that you just made. A lot of the times with sewing, once the mistake is made, it's kind of hard to fix it because it's all about measurement. So once your measurement is off, it kind of messes up what it is that you was trying to create. Sierra said, I don't crochet, but I sew all day. You welcome, God's child. D. Listen, one hand wash the other, both hand wash the face. That's what we here for, baby. It takes a village. At least if you have a good village, all right? Some things we really don't be knowing and we be needing answers for. Shit. And if I can give some information to help, you know I is. In your house, patient. Thick fabric, you can unthread. Yes, in your house, patiently do that and redesign. Yes. Yes. Because I've done that for my baby on a lot of days. I hope y'all hitting that like button for your girl Tay Tay. Oh shit, it's 2:49. I'll stay on here with y'all for a little bit more time because we actually having good conversation. But I hope Briana see that this live today was to let her know, girl, you need some healing. All right, you can't continue to blame these men if you haven't took accountability for self, friend. At some point in time, you have to realize it's not them. It is definitely you. And you are the person that's pouring different values into your children. So when it comes down to them receiving what it is that they need, they're not looking for that love from a man. They looking for it from mommy. So mommy has to learn how to actually be mommy and not only be a person that knows how to be attached and try to buy love from men. You're going to try to buy love from a man, but you ain't going to try to buy your kids some jeans because they need it. If I got to see them black pair pants a motherfucking again, I'm going to come through the screen and take them off the boys personally. And I'm going to throw them shits in the fucking garbage. Because ain't no way you done spent the amount of money that you done spent on this man, and your kids ain't even got outfits to change in for 7 goddamn days. All right. Y'all could talk about us all the fuck you want. We wasn't the ones on the internet bragging about making 420,000 motherfucking dollars. So if you see my child and they need a shape up, okay, or if it was a repeat of clothing, it would be understood because their mommy is trying to get into a situation where she don't have to worry about things like that. For you to have been put in a situation where you don't have to brag about things like that. You getting $420,000 a year, and your kids ain't got no jeans to change into. Ain't no way. Ain't no way a person was on this internet bragging about being anything other than a goddamn deadbeat. Women could be deadbeat too. Everybody that's a mother ain't a mommy. Everybody that's a mother ain't a mommy. Okay? God's child D, you see what Sierra said, right? Any thick fabric, you can use it. Just unthread it. You can turn that shit into what you want it to be in, friend. And I'ma just be honest. It also gives me things that I could also do with Mumu too. Because I ain't gonna lie. Them shits that they be coming up with, it be cute. It do. It's cold time. Look at one of your scarves or cotton gloves. That's a yes. That's the activity. Yes, that's what I be doing with Mumu. Look, let me show y'all. She made that hat. She made me a scarf too. Look, here's my scarf. Okay, where's denim scarf at? Look, here goes some more of my baby work. This is a hat that she sold for Den. Okay, you know it flip up the regular hats that you buy. This is a hat that she made for denim. Okay. This is the scarf that she made to match. So as you can see, she sold the hat, but then she crocheted the scarf. So this is the scarf. And then this is the scarf that she made for her unicorn mommy. Because you know, if it ain't colorful, it ain't for tech. It got to have some colors on it for it to be for me. All right. So look, it got the pastel pink, it got the yellow, it got like the purple, because you know Tay color is purple, right? And then it got the light baby powder pink. One end got the frilly things, right? And then the other end, it got like the, I don't know, like the ripple effect. Like the ripple effect. But yeah, she made this scarf for her mommy, right? She made this hat for herself. Her favorite colors is yellow and orange. I told her she's a candy corn. I call her my little candy corn because her favorite colors is yellow and orange. I don't know. Normally those don't be two colors that people put together, but and like I said, she made this scarf for denim with a hat to match. Okay. My baby be back there onto something. And I sure be pushing. Like, you know what you need, baby. Anything you need, tell mommy. And I listen, I support the cause. You got to pour into your kids so they'll be able to pour into themselves. And it's good if you could get a job when you get older, but if you could go hard for somebody else, you should be able to go hard for yourself first. And you never know what your kid or who your kid may end up being. But yes, y'all, you know your girl Tay love you. Hopefully before we wait. Before I get ready to go, drop in the chat and let me know where your mental is. Let your girl Tay know if you're a 1, 2, or 3, baby. Let me know if you're a 1, 2, or 3. Let me know before I go. Thank you, Sierra. I'ma definitely let Mumu know. And I definitely appreciate the support that you sent, Keisha, Renithia, and Miss, how do I say your name, Miss Hawkins? Did I say it right? No. Hold on. Let me go back up to make sure. There we go. Hank is me. There we go. Melanie. Melanin, I don't know. Jesus Christ. Wait, I love your room colors. My granddaughter love unicorn. Yes, unicorn Tay. Everything is unicorn, baby. Everything fits around that scenario, as you can see. Uh-huh. That's Tay Tay little space. So this is where I come and talk my shit. Well, this is where I talk my shit. Correct. Correct. But anyway, I'm thankful and grateful for you all. Thanks for coming over and chilling with Tay. I appreciate y'all the long way. If I don't see y'all again until tomorrow, no, I'm going to come back later on today. Before the day is over, I definitely am. And I'm about to drop a video also, friend. So make sure y'all watch the premiere that I put out this morning. Please hype me up if possible. I need as much love as I can get because Tay Tay is trying to play catch up, friend. I appreciate those that did not leave Tay Tay tip jaw dry, but just being here and engaging in conversation with you guys was valuable by far. Make sure y'all do the big threes for me. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, baby. Your girl Tay Tay is what? Out. And you already know where you was at. La 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 Tay's world. Hey, ha ha. La 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 lattes were a la 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 lattes were a